This is part three of obese people. That same program I watched. And, they started being proactive. Their spirits rose a little bit. They were doing YouTube videos talking about a little baby. You know, he had a question. Yeah. A lot of adults, a lot of parents, they talk about, oh, this funky baby or this stinky baby, and you know, you know, babies are clothed with righteousness in the sense that they have an innocence about them that God is wrestling with them in their youth. Yeah, they, of course, the God really hates adults or those that are accountable at accountable age, that they would take away the innocence of a child. That's not necessarily sexual. It could be some sin that they get the child into that loses that child's innocence, that separates them from God, that God gets angry at that child. Thus, they lose their innocence. You can look at children and often tell that one still has their innocence, that one doesn't, and they can be the same age. But talking about a baby being stinky, well, no, I think the babies are cleaner than what we think. They're the clean ones. Often, the parents taking care of the babies are the ones that are unclean. Um, as far as I seen in this video, was good. They're being proactive. They're doing something for society. They're not just they're trying to do a YouTube channel thing. Talk about baby products or whatever, wigs and different things. Um, may not you may not have to have millions of viewers, but even if you have no viewers, you're practicing some sort of skill if that indeed is what God wants you to do. Less what is that guy's name? Less something. He practiced and practiced and practiced to be a radio talk show host. Practice, practice, practice. And one day he was a janitor and the DJ didn't show up. He was ready. He was ready. He practiced all his life for it. Now, as far as this female, one of her things that says she was doing a live, and a roach, I guess, crawled on her stove by her handle or knob, and people on the internet weren't kind to her. They mocked her because she had a roach in her house. I can empathize that I may not have roaches, but I seemingly have a Discovery Channel swarm of fruit flies that I just, whatever. I got other things to do. Now, as far as when she was doing the cleanup in her house, or helping her a little bit, or there were people there helping her. I noticed she was on the porch. I need help. And then she was being sad, sitting down. I need help. Therefore, they moved her into the house where a person was going through and packing some stuff. It's like, well, that's a little bit of help there, and you can see that there are people there helping you. As far as the roach in the background, or the one that where she was cleaning, they found a dead mouse. Oh, gross, gross. Oh, ugh. I agree it's gross, so therefore my temple has this gross feeling in it. Ugh. Why don't you not agree with that thought? It's just a dead animal. Go in there and grab it with your hand. Don't agree with that gross demon. When you agree with it, it makes you feel sick. There's people that, well, little boys when they're little, go see a dead mouse, grab it. They don't have a sick tummy. But again, if you want to abide and agree with what gross demons want you to agree with, then you get the fruit of allowing that demon to reside in your temple to therefore make you feel the gross feeling. You can overcome a fear of dead mice or whatever. You got to step up to fear when that fear trigger is in your head. Step up to it and defeat it. Don't let that don't let fear enter your temple to therefore you back down to it, to therefore be its slave, to therefore allow fear to torment you in your temple, that you allowed fear in your temple, therefore you enjoy the fruits of being afraid, which is a miserable place to be. Now, as far as the roach crawling and people mocking her, you have a roach. Uh, there's lenses that you can look at it. Okay, are those people that are mocking somebody because they have a roach in their house, are they moral themselves? If they value so little a human life as to make them miserable because they have an insect in their home, what value, what merit, what value does their word have anyway? If they give human beings little value and they want to belittle them over an insect in their someone's home, what real weight does their word have anyway? People that don't care about people, they are the ones that maybe should get the fruit of being mocked.